La 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 Kannari na.
Good morning, my dear students. Welcome for to the online class of the 8th standard. In the previous session, we are going to discuss about the important lesson of the geography, our Earth. So, in the previous class, I have discussed about the basic concepts of the Earth. We come to know in the previous class some important information. What is the size of Earth, and in solar system in which position the Earth is situated, why it is called a different name as a living planet, unique planet, blue planet, water planet. These are all the doubts you come to know very clear. And we come to know another important information that Earth is in which shape. I told you Earth is in a geode shape. So geode shape means what? It bulges in the west and the east side, and it is flat over the both north and south pole. So this shape of the Earth is called as a what? Geode shape. So now we come to know the shape of the Earth. Today in the class we are going to discuss about what are latitudes and what are longitudinal lines. Latitudinal lines means what? The lines which are going to intersect. So imaginary going to draw from east to west or west to east. So these lines are called as which drawn horizontally on the earth's surface. These are called as what? Latitudinal lines. And the lines which are going to intersect each other, so from north to south in a vertical condition on the earth, so these lines are called as a longitudinal lines. The latitudinal lines help us to measure the distance, and longitudinal lines help us to understand the timing. So how this, and I told you there is a great circle. This is called as a great circle, so which divides the earth into two equal part. It is called as which line? It is a great circle, or maybe it is called as a equator. And some more information regarding to the latitudes we are going to learn. So the latitudinal lines is going to draw from the equator. So this is a 0 degree, means the equator is considered as a 0 degree latitudinal line. I told you one more another name, great circle. It is equal to a circumference of the earth, both sides. The other line latitudes are shorter length. The length of lines decreases when they are going to come near to the pole section. So the lines of latitude are also called as parallel latitudes. There are 90 degree latitudes in the northern hemisphere and 90 degree, so the latitudinal lines in the southern hemisphere. So both northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, 180 plus 180, 90 plus 90, total 180 degree of latitudinal lines are going to draw on the earth's surface, including equator. It becomes 181 latitudes, means 0 to 1 degree of a latitudinal lines have the distance of 110 kilometer. How much kilometer? 0 to 1 degree, a horizontal line when you are going to draw, 0 to 1 degree of a longitudinal line having the distance of 110.4 kilometers. So this time we are going to get the information. And 0 to 23.5 degree in the northern hemisphere and 0 to 23 degree in the southern hemisphere. This two in between area, this is called as a Tropic of Cancer, and this is called as a Tropic of Capricorn, means 23.5 degree. So the northern hemisphere, a latitudinal line is called which one? Tropic of Cancer, and 23.5 degree. So the line latitude in a southern hemisphere, it is called as a Tropic of Capricorn. And one more division, one more important will come after 23.5 degree. It is called as 66.5 degree. So this is called as a Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and in the southern hemisphere the circle of 66.5 degree, it is called as Antarctica. And this is a Arctic Circle and this is a Antarctica Circle, and the top northern tip, it is called as North Pole 90 degree and 90 degree in the south. Like this there are important, so the latitudinal lines will come. Which are the important latitudinal lines? It is a great circle and it is 23.5 degree Tropic of Cancer, and the 66.5 degree Arctic Circle, and the North Pole. This is one part of the hemisphere. And in the southern hemisphere, so the 23.5 degree Tropic of Capricorn and 66 degree Antarctica Circle, and the 90 degree, it is a South Pole. Means total 181 latitudinal lines are going to draw in the latitudes. So next we are going to study about the longitudinal lines. These are going to draw vertically from north to south or south to north. And what is the importance of this imaginary line? So these are intersect and creating a right angle joining north and south are called as a longitudes. On the globe, longitudes are drawn serial or semicircle that run from pole to pole passing through the equator. Means this is passing through the equator, going to draw from north to south. This is semicircles. And so among these, how many longitudinal lines will come? Total 360 degree longitudinal lines will come. One part of, we divide the globe into two parts. One part is where it starts, it is called as a 0 degree latitudinal line. It is also have another name, it is called as Great Meridian. Idakenanta karitivi meridian or mid start 0 degree, and it is going to cross near, it is a prime meridian. Greenwich near London, it is 0 degree prime meridian. The opposite 180 will be called as a, it is called 180 degree. Another one important name, it is a great, it is also called as another one name 180 degree. It is called as ideal. Ideal means what? It is one of the meridian which divides the earth in a longitudinal lines as a two part, 0 to 180 one part of the globe, and 180 to 360 degree, it is another one part of the globe. Means total how many longitudinal lines will come? 360 longitudinal lines. The zone between the prime meridian and 180 degree east longitude is called as eastern hemisphere. 180 degree east side, it is a eastern hemisphere, and this side it is a western hemisphere. Means through the latitude, how we by the equator, how we divide the earth into two equal part as a northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. As 180 degree, it is going to consider the earth into two equal part, western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. And one equator means 0 Greenwich, to how many longitudinal lines we are going to draw? 360 degree longitudinal lines, and this is going to be calculated on the place of 111 kilometer distance. Means one longitudinal line to another one longitudinal line, what is the distance? 111 kilometer distance. And longitude, how it is going to help for the time? The earth is rotating on its own axis, you know, and to complete one rotation, how much time the earth is going to take? 24 hours. How much hours? 24 hours. So this 24 hours is going to be divided by 360 degree. 360 if you divided by 24, you are going to get a minutes, and this gives the time difference between 4 minutes. Means 1 degree to another 1 degree, if the earth want to move on its own axis, how much time it takes? 4 minutes it is going to take. These 4 minutes, every longitudinal line, you have to calculate 360 into, so the 4 equal to how much? 1440. So you want to divide that one into 60. So then what answer you are going to get? 24 hours. And the time between is east gain adding. When you travel from east side, you will gain. When you are going to move from west side, you want to subtract. That's why it is called as EGA. EGA means east gain adding, and WS, west loss subtract, means if you want to travel west side, you want to subtract. You want to travel east side, you want to make addition. So for the difference of an time, means every 1 hour 15 degree, means for every 1 hour how much degree the earth is going to move? 15 degree, like this. So the longitudes are going to help us to maintain the time. And what is local time? You should know. Every country is going to have the sun on the top of head in a particular time. So this is called as a local time. If sun shining vertically over the longitude, it is called as a 12 noon. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸೂರ್ಯ ನಮ್ಮ ನೆತ್ತಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾನೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? 12 noon. All place situated on the same meridian have the same local time. Every longitude has its own local time. Means when earth is going to rotate, and every time the sun vertical rays are going to fall on each of the longitudinal line. When each longitudinal face the sun direction directly, that consider as a what time? 12 noon, madhyana. And the standard time is different, because one country is very broad and some countries are very narrow on the width of the nation. So what happens? So the local time is going to fix. So as a local time varies from place to place, because of the confusion of each place where follow its own local time. In order to avoid the confusion, many countries follow uniform time throughout the country. Such uniform is also called as a GMT. It is called as Grand Meridian Time. So thus the uniform time which is followed throughout the country, it is called as a standard time of that country. So what is the Indian standard time? So 82.5 east longitude is considered as standard meridian. How it is going to consider standard meridian? How many longitudinal lines are going to pass in that country? Among the middle one is considered as a standard time. So that is going to be used for making calculation of the timing for traveling purpose. So sometimes in the exam they will ask you what is GMT. What you have to write? Grand Meridian Time. It is a 0 degree Greenwich time. 0 degree where it start. IST means what? Indian Standard Time. What is the Indian Standard Time? 82.5 degree. Means you want to make the timing difference between GMT and IST. When you are going to calculate, so the 4 minutes from 0 degree to up to 82 and a half degree. What the time difference you are going to get? 5 hour 30 minutes. How much hour difference is there? 5 hour 30 minutes from GMT to IST. What is IST means? I told you, Indian Standard Time. So on the base of the countries, so there are some countries have more than 45 degree longitudinals, so such that kind of a countries have different kind of zones, means every 1 hour how much degree, how much time is going, how much degree of a earth is going to move. I told you 15 degree. So here what we will do, 3 to 4 hours between one part and the other, the land surface is divided into time zones. The whole globe is divided into 24 such time zones, means one zone means how much? So 15 degree it is going to move. Large countries like Russia, USA, Canada and Australia have vast longitudinal, therefore they have different zones. Russia have 11 time zones, USA have the 5 time zones, Australia has 3 time zones. Now I am going to explain you another one concept regarding to the time. It is called as an so the international IST, international dateline, how it is going to be calculated. So this is a time zone how we are going to divide. See, 24 hours, so the timing we have given, means so when the earth is going to rotate 0 to 15 degree, it is considered as a one zonal hour. And here, so I told you it is called as an so GMT, so grand meridian, so grand meridian opposite. So therefore the line passing through 180 meridian diameterly to the GMT, means where 0 degree starts, the same opposite way another one line is going to pass. It is called as an international line, ideal always. So the ideal is opposite to GMT. So here what happened, 180 degree, GMT is a 0 degree and ideal is a 180 degree. GMT is near to the England and 180 degree it is near to the Pacific Ocean. This is known as a international dateline. It is known as international dateline crossing through the Pacific Ocean. And whenever the ship is going to move, if you travel east side, it is a east gaining, and when you are going to move towards west, it is WS means west loss subtraction, east gain addition, that you have to keep in the mind. And any ship crossing this line, Asia to the North America to east takes a day twice, while the ship crossing line from East America to Asia drops 1 day. If America to Asia if you are coming, then you will get 1 day. If you go from Asia to North America, it takes a twice. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅಮೇರಿಕಕ್ಕೆ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅಮೇರಿಕಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಅದು 2 days ಟೈಮ್ ತೊಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಸೊ ಅಮೇರಿಕಾಯಿಂದ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಅಮೇರಿಕಾಯಿಂದ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ 1 day. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬೀನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಸೊ ದ ಟೈಮ್. It is called as a ideal. Understood, my dear students, about the time zone? Zone means here what? Every 1 hour how much degree longitudes are going to cross, means 0 to 15 degree to move, earth takes a 1 hour zone. Like this 24 hour zones is going to held, and this 24 hours we divide into two part, 12 hours a day and 12 hours a night. Means 24 hours will not be a day. Among 24 hours, 12 hours will be a day and 12 hours will be a night. So like this we are going to calculate the time by the rotation and the revolution of the earth. So still if you have a doubt regarding to this lesson, so you make me a call, WhatsApp me, I will answer for your all doubts. keep watching and complete this lesson exercise questions. If you don't know to answer, or if you are not getting any answer for those questions, I will support you how to get the answer. So keep watching, maintain safely about yourself. So thank you.